Today we're here to review what is absolutely a stunning new addition to the game gun world, and that is E.J. Churchill's new Hercules. Welcome back to the channel. If you are new to the channel, then a big welcome and hello to you. I hope you enjoy what we're doing, and I hope you enjoy what we're filming today as well as the other videos we've done. Please do subscribe by clicking the link below where you'll be notified of our videos as soon as they're done. The gun that we've been very fortunate to be given today to look at is a Hercules 12 gauge. This is purposefully been put together for E.J. Churchill's managing director, Rob Fenning. So it is all to his bespoke requirements and measurements. But what we're going to be able to do is we're going to be able to work our way through the gun and show you exactly what this Hercules is all about and how you can change exactly what you want to have on this gun. So the gun itself is made in partnership with an Italian factory. So the gun itself, although is deemed a production gun, off the shelf as such, the gun carries a complete array of bespoke elements that you can have done to it. The Churchill's team have worked heavily with the Italian partner so that although yes it is a production gun, it is very much an E.J. Churchill gun. The gun is bespoke from the rear all the way through, so you can change your stock lengths, stock heights. The actual gun shape itself would always stay the same, so you've got this pistol grip on there. The barrel lengths again are a blue steel barrel. They are steel shot proofed, and they are available both in a fixed choke, which is what this gun is, and also a multi-choke, which is a flush fitting. Barrel lengths are 28, 30 and 32. They don't go up to the 34 purely because, you know, in my opinion, 34, I don't think there's that much of a call for a 34-inch barrel gun. So let's have a look at the gun, guys. The gun itself is, I have to say, absolutely beautiful. This has got a grade 4 Turkish walnut stock on it. This is one of a pair, and if we had the other one here, you would be able to see the closeness of those woods together. It's got a wooden heel plate fitted on it. And again, if you wanted to make that completely bespoke, then there are certain elements which I'm sure if you talk to Rupert in the gunsmith room here at Churchill's, he can talk you through that. The stock on this is a 15 1/4. You've got this lovely pistol grip with this lovely laser checkering on both sides of the gun, which again is really nice, and it goes nice and close to the bottom of the pistol grip as well, which I always think is a nice finish. If we look underneath the gun, let's just close that up a little bit and just balance that. If we look underneath, we've got this lovely pistol cap on there with this lovely engraving. You've got the lovely 2 screws on there, and as you can see, Rob's already put his name to this by having his initials popped on that pistol cap. We've got this lovely extended trigger guard, which again follows through with this lovely deep acanthe scroll. We've got the serial number of the gun, and again we've got this lovely little screw finish. We then go up and over the top of the trigger, and again you've got this really deep acanthe scroll here, and I don't know if you can probably see it on the camera, but it really is exceptionally deep just here. It's lovely, and you can really feel it on your finger. It is a fixed trigger, and again, one thing that I do like, as some of you will have heard from my other reviews, is I'm not a fan of gold triggers. The nice thing with the Hercules is this is a silver trigger, and again it just sets the gun off in my opinion. It keeps it all nice and tight and all in line with the colours that are there. You then move along underneath the gun, where you've got again this lovely deep acanthe scroll, lovely tight metal fitting from the fore end onto the actual stock itself. You've got the lovely E.J. Churchill logo, which again has their crest, and then has the name of the gun underneath, which obviously is Hercules. Moving on to the side plate action, this gun has got a lovely teardrop here, but not a standard teardrop. You would normally expect the teardrop to have a little bit of a lip for your thumb on. This has just got this nice shape. Side plates are very smooth fitting to the wood, and although you've got the acanthe scroll, I like is you've got this lovely, just very delicate but very plain sort of edging, which really does just set it apart from the scroll. You've got the edge, and then it goes onto the wood. Just really looks lovely, really finishes it off nicely. We then go through, obviously, onto the whole of the side plate. Lovely tight fitting, as I've already mentioned, with the metalwork and the wood. And the one thing I really do like about this is what Churchill's have done, is they've extended the engraving along the top of the forend. So you've got this lovely extension all the way along, and you've got this lovely tight fitting, smooth rounded shape of the wood joining the metal, which really does just look really beautiful and really makes it stand out compared to a lot of other guns out there. The Hercules is predominantly looking at 80% game, 20% clay. So the gun we've got here, guys, is a fixed choke gun, which is weighing in at circa about 7 pounds 11 ounces. If you did want the multi-choke, it is available, and what that does is it adds about 2 ounces to the overall weight. What you do have to remember is, as a bespoke gun, is that even though you may be increasing the weight with the multi-choke, it will be rebalanced for you. So in actual fact, it's a swing and roundabout exercise, but ultimately the gun is balanced, measured exactly to fit what you need it to do. The volume of measurements that Churchill's will take to turn this gun to bespoke and to fit you is immense. You know, from the trigger pull, from the stock, pretty much anything that needs to be done, you can have done to make sure it fits properly. Now, one of the big questions that we're always asked is, that's all great, but bespoke guns cost silly amounts of money, and we don't want to wait 2 to 3 years to get our gun. And this is where Churchill's have really hit it on the nail, and they've got it absolutely perfect. Because this is predominantly a production gun that's then hand finished to Churchill specifications, these guns can be supplied with certain lengths and requirements dependent within about 6 to 8 months. So you're not going to be waiting your 2 years and your 3 years to get hold of your bespoke guns. The other great thing about this is the price point. Yes, it is a premium gun, so you are paying premium money, but this gun is retailing for circa £10,000 including VAT. So certainly in line with your 687 EELL classics from Beretta and certain Browning models. Obviously, once you start jumping up to then your B15s, your B2Gs, etc., you start getting more and more. And Churchill's, you can go up again with them into their next model, and of course that then jumps with the price as well. But for a gun that is completely bespoke, made to measure, and finished to this level at £10,000, I actually don't think there's a better gun on the market. The gun, as I've said to you already, is a beautiful, beautiful gun. The wood is well matched. It is a Turkish walnut, which is a grade 4, but you also have the ability to upgrade that at a cost option to go grade 5. The woods are all oil finished. They have the standard shape of the gun, as you can see here. So, you know, you can't change the grip and you can't change the forend. I refer to this as the American forend. So it's a nice smooth finished. The nice thing again with the gun is they've even gone to the extent of putting a little bit of engraving on the end of the forend with a lovely little release button, which I think is just lovely. Just a nice little finish, nice action just to come off. And again, by me taking that off, you get to see the extent of the engraving on that forend piece and how they've taken it along a little bit further. The weight of it is lovely. You can really feel the quality in the workmanship. And as I said, the wood is just lovely. Really, really lovely. Again, on this forend, because this is one of a pair, you've got this little bit of engraving here with your number. So your forends are obviously numbered. And then obviously with it being a pair, you've got your barrel number. And then obviously on the stock, on your lever, you've then got number 1 as well. I do believe that you can only have this as in number format and not Roman numerals, but that's something that Rupert at the gun shop here will be able to clarify for you. All in all, guys, a really, really pretty gun. Amazing detail on the engraving. One of the things they have done on the engraving, before I forget to mention, is they've got a satin Cerakote on it, which is a lot of guns, once they've been engraved, have a silver paint polish put on there to sort of increase the depth and protect it. What they've actually done is they've got this satin Cerakote on there, clear finish, which actually helps protect it against rusting as well. So they've really looked at this gun and thought, what's going to help, and what's each owner going to want. Some of the detail, I have to say, guys, is just beautiful. Even where they've put the serial number, rather than having it underneath the hinge pin where it would normally go just here, what they've actually done is they've popped it just here on the trigger plate, on the extended trigger guard. And what they've actually done is, if you actually look very, very closely, I don't know if you can focus in on that, but they've actually put the number on an actual scroll. So it actually looks like it's written on an old-fashioned type of scroll, and the numbers are slightly 3D as well. So as I've said, guys, just a beautiful, beautiful gun. Handling wise, we're going to be going out in the field with this now, and we're going to be going around some of the ground and checking it out and seeing how it works on some of the driven stands that Churchill's can provide down here. To hold, it feels lovely. It's a nice sort of free moving gun. It certainly doesn't feel heavy. It's nice and quick. It's certainly quite nice to mount. Yeah, I mean, let's see what we can do with it. Let's go out and we'll see what we can do. Hope you enjoyed. Hi guys, welcome back. So we've just come down to what is ultimately Churchill's flush stand, which is one of their driven game stands to test the Hercules. Birds are going to come straight towards us, probably about 30 metres up. What I'm doing is I'm just going to test this gun to start with some 28 8-gram clay cartridges, so we can just get a bit of a feel of what the recoil's like and how well this gun actually does shoot. As I said, first time shooting it, so hopefully we'll be able to get something. So guys, we've just tried some 28 8s clay cartridges on the flush stand. As I said, the gun's swinging through lovely, very little recoil, yeah, acting really well. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take some my chosen cartridge, which is an Eagle Zenith. These are a game cartridge, 32 gram 5, just to see what sort of kickback we get on these, and just to see how comfy the gun is, and to see if it's still as comfy as what it was on the clays. So we've just moved down to the next stand, the driven side of Churchill's ground. We're going to have two birds coming straight towards us, a B and a C, and then we've got the A bird is a midi going from left to right. So give us a chance to really see if this Hercules can swing as we hope it can. Hercules on 3 stands, all driven stands, as at the end of the day the gun is predominantly aimed at the game market. We've had roughly about 30-40 cartridges through it, splitting them equally between clay cartridges with a 28 gram 8 and a game cartridge 32.5. All in all, I've got to be honest here, it reacts really, really well to both. A little bit of recoil more obviously on the heavier gram cartridge, but not anything that would certainly put me off, or certainly put anybody off, I don't think. For me, the stock is a little bit too long on this particular gun. I'm used to shooting with a 14 3/4, whereas this is a 15 1/4. So I get a little bit more recoil from the back heel, but nothing major. And I think if it was the right length, then obviously that would be sort of counter knocked out. So all in all, really pleasant, really comfortable, and pleasure to actually shoot.